Hello and welcome to Rennthusiast, my YouTube channel about Porsche ownership. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about developments with all of these cars sitting out here in the driveway. If you've been following along, you're doubtless pretty familiar with most of these cars here. I've been shooting videos on them for a while, so I thought I would just share with you some changes, some things that have come up, and I'll wind up with a real bummer of an issue that has emerged with this 2009 911, this Guards Red 997.2. So let's start over here with the newest addition to the herd here, this 2021 Macan GTS. I have done, I think, one video on this car just talking about like my first impressions, and spoiler alert guys, I think this car is just freaking amazing. This thing exceeds the expectations I had for it. I bought this car to daily, and I really, didn't think much of it. I just thought it'd be, a neat daily, something cool to drive around town. I'm at a place in my life where I don't need a ton of, space in the back to haul, so I thought this would be an excellent candidate. Found this car in Dallas, Texas, had it shipped up to North Carolina. I just got to say, this thing is an amazing automobile. It has the Sport Classic wheels on it, the chalk exterior color. The interior is this stupendous Bordeaux color, and the GTS trim just gives it a lot of power. It has all the features that I think I would want on the car, and I've just come to really, really enjoy it. When I first bought it, I thought it would live outside. I've decided that's not going to be the case. I will find some space in this garage in order to put the Macan in. Great car. I'll do more content on this GTS. My 2016 Porsche Cayman GT4. I've done one or two videos about this car. There's more to come. This is the second GT4 I've owned in the span of my YouTube career, my Porsche career. I love this color. I have always wanted a bright yellow Porsche. I did have a speed yellow 996 for a hot second about a year ago. Had some things change in my life. I had to sell that car, but ever since I've wanted a yellow Porsche, and here we are. A little bit of a backstory on the car. This car had a terrible fab speed exhaust on it. I have since gotten rid of that and put an OEM exhaust back on, but the most important change to this car has to do with the exterior. When I bought it, it had matte PPF on it, which of course obscured the paint, and as many of you guys out there will agree, it's kind of a mistake to buy a car that's wrapped, really in anything, because you don't know what's going on under it. I decided to roll the dice on this car, and so I'm really, really glad I did. I had the PPF removed, and man, much to my delight, the paint is absolutely immaculate. I'll do more videos on this. I'll talk about the unwrapping of the car, but the bottom line is racing yellow is stupendous. I'm really, really glad that I rolled the dice on the car, and I've been happy with it so far. One other thing I'll touch on, my last GT4 and a 2016 Boxster Spider I had both had buckets in them, and this car has what's called sofa seats. And I will say that the sofas are an exact right fit for my use. That is around town as well as ripping in the mountains, but just getting in and out of the car is so much easier. Talk about that in a future video. Next car I'll touch on is this 991.2 Carrera S. This car has been featured prominently on the channel, and I have essentially been daily driving this car on and off for the past couple of years. This thing is a great car. I've put about 20,000 miles on it. What I like about the car is the turbo motor is fun to drive. This one is a manual. When it's all cleaned up, it looks amazing. The car is understated. The black paint just kind of makes it not stand out that much, but again, at the end of the day, you know that it's a 911. The color combination is not that unique. It's black, but I just love the car. I've done road trips in it, and just a great all-arounder. So I did a video recently comparing this 991 to this 997. That video is doing quite well, actually. The interesting thing about these two cars is they are very, very different from one another, but at the same time, they're pretty similar. They're similar in price point. They're similar in that you can daily drive both of them comfortably. So I think that video is doing well. That comparison video between these two cars is doing well, really because, somebody who's looking to spend 65 to 85K can get into either one of these cars and enjoy it. So, if you're a Porsche obsessed fool like me, you know, you're constantly micro-analyzing what the right choice is for your next move. Let us now jump over to the 993. I have not done a ton of content on this particular 993. Life has gotten in the way. I won't get into a lot of details, but I've had a lot of change in my life, and that change has coincided with my buying this car. So I just haven't had a chance to do a lot of content. But I will go on record and say two things about this 993. Oh God, listen to that. Just can't beat it. The first thing I'll say about this 993, and for those longtime viewers, you're just gonna laugh at me. I'm never gonna sell this car. I'm not gonna be able to find another one like it. Has 70,000 miles on it, original paint. I've fully wrapped the thing in clear PPF, like the whole car. Known history on the car. It's just great car. And I'm gonna keep it. I think if I had to get rid of all of these, I'd keep that 993. And the second reason is that I think it is the best 911 of all time, at least out of the ones that I've owned. And I've owned all those that are attainable. Like I've not owned a GT3, GT3 RS, although I've driven them. I just feel that these 993s are the best 911 out there in terms of like smiles per mile. There's just something that happens when you really get a 993 hot and you start to feel its limits on back roads, man. It's a great experience. But anyway, I'll be doing some videos on this car. I have never done a driver point of view review on the 993, and so that is in the videos to produce queue. This Boxster right here is a 2006 base Boxster. The car has 28,000 miles on it. And it's been an interesting journey with this car. I've done a fair amount of content on it, and the content's really landed. I think there's a huge underserved community of Boxster fans out there in the world of YouTube and I'm sure other social media platforms. So every time I've published a video on the car, it's just gone nuts. I bought this car on a whim. It was a little bit of an impulse buy. At the time, I did not own that GT4, so I had plenty of room in the garage for the car. When I found the GT4, I knew I had to buy it, and I knew I was gonna have to sell this Boxster. So I put the Boxster up for sale on my channel. I had probably 15 people approach me wanting to buy the car. I started to get cold feet because the more I looked at it, the more I'm like, man, I just don't want to let go of it. The lapis blue is gorgeous. The condition is amazing. So I found a way to store the car along the back wall of the garage. And there it sat for the past few weeks. I mean, God, look at that paint. The problem with storing it there, it's a real bitch to get it to park it just right. It's a real challenge to get the car in and out if you want to enjoy it, and so it ends up sitting there. And then also I'm kind of worried that I'm going to end up bumping it when I reverse one of my cars back toward it. So I've decided to sell it. I've grappled with that. And in fact, I took a deposit today, a non-refundable deposit on the car, so it will be going, but I'm going to miss it. As you can see here, like I'm somebody, with the exception of the two black cars, but I really like different colors in the garage. You know, I just think it's fun to look at, and there's just something really interesting about it. But sadly, the Boxster's going to have to go. Brings me to the 997.2. I told you on the front end of this video I would share with you some very unfortunate news about the car. Man, what a bummer. I put 1,500 miles on it since I bought it. Has 84,000 now on it, and the clutch has begun to slip. So I'll be doing a new clutch, new flywheel, all of that good stuff. And I've also got plans to put some MCS coilovers on the car. I'm going to put some the numeric racing short shifter solution on it, the cable solution on the car. I've done exhaust, and I've also done the seats. So, you know, at first when I bought this car, I didn't think I would keep it very long. I thought I would leave it alone. I didn't think I was going to put a lot of money into it. But the more I've driven it, the more I like it. They're the Recaro Sportster CSs. So I've decided to make it a bit of a back road ripper, a good driver, and I'll be obviously doing videos on the next stage of this build. I've also had people asking me like, hey, what's that under the cover? It's a 1993 Toyota Land Cruiser. Amazing example, white. Some of you out there have asked about my Land Cruiser obsession, and yes, I'm a bit of a Toyota guy as well. So I probably won't feature the truck on the channel. It's just not right for my audience, but that is what's back there. So guys, stay tuned for future content. And yes, I totally acknowledge that I overdo it. It is too much, but you know, I'm passionate about my hobby.